I think it's irresponsible to be a real estate agent and not work expires and FSBOs in some form or fashion. Some people are like, I'm gonna call them all. Some people are literally, Chuck Atkinson in my market would sell 75 to 100 homes per year, mostly listings, dropping off a physical binder to expireds. And he would drop it off physically until his son did it when his son was old enough. And he would call behind it and make sure you got the binder that I dropped off. That was his whole business. And he would work a really big geography. We were like 2 million in our metro. So he would like have maybe an hour, 15 hour and a half from his farthest listings apart. But that was his one thing. So the mindset is that you are now a marketer, a direct response marketer, and you're gonna figure out what's gonna get people to respond to whatever you send out. The reason why I say that, I started following Jimmy Burgess, who has a YouTube channel. But then the guy from Curator, he seems like a good marketing guy. I don't know much about him, but he'll go in on YouTube and he'll like help agents craft a direct response letter. He's a big direct response guy. And another thing, and we actually did it on one of these calls, is that let's say you sold a home where you sold it above the Zillow estimate. I dumped it into ChatGPT, like, I sold this home for X. Help me come up with, you're an expert direct response marketer for real estate agents. I want to send out a letter and it will come up with exactly like an example of what you can put into it. The reason I like working old expireds is now you have a database where I would probably come up with 250 to 500 old ones or whatever the biggest amount in a reasonable price range and geography. But now you can test different things. Let's say 500, I sent out those 3 sequins and I got this number of calls and I went on 3 listing appointments. I took a listing and I sold it. Okay, that's a good data point. I've got all the costs associated with that. Now there's still 450 that didn't respond. Maybe I send them a Zillow case study postcard, and I design this postcard and it has a QR code and it sends them to a home eval landing page. That one postcard got more of a response and I called all those leads because, so it is this process of, guys, if there was a system, and a lot of them are being sold to us, but if there was a system I knew worked that you could just give money to and it would do all of this for you, I'd probably just become an affiliate of them and just get you guys to sign up with them.